It's a theory. It's a Chris. It's a theory. Chrissy Chris. Chrissy Chris. Chris's crazy theory.
To be sure. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. All is normal. Everything's been weird.
But, it's important for my degenerative brain disease that I needed to know more about who the leprechaun is. So I started to focus on some of the clues that they gave us. And I'll go through it for our viewing audience so that they're up to speed with us. So the first clue they give us is this. Thank you, sir. So this says that the leprechaun is 600 years old. Another clue they give us is, I've traded me soul for me gold. All right, so he traded his soul. He's 600 years old, so something happened 600 years ago. And then O'Grady tells him, I should have killed you when I caught you in Ireland. So we know the location, we know his approximate age, and we know that he did something terrible to trade his soul for gold. We also know that he's a shoemaker by trade. Those are 4 important clues. So let's think about this. What was happening in Ireland 600 years earlier? And for those of you playing at home, you guessed right. It's our pal, the Black Death. The 14th century in Ireland. It arrived in Ireland in 1348 and had a devastating impact on the island's population, killing an estimated 1/3 of Ireland's entire population. That's the opposite of a fun fact. That's a not so fun fact. But it's important because that was the time that the leprechaun was born. And that's kind of what was going on in the world around him at the time. So what I suspect happened is that this shoemaker by trade did something terrible out of greed, since he says he traded his soul away, right? So I think he was robbing the graves of countless victims of the plague of the Black Death. He stole their shoes, he shined them up, and he resold them for gold. And I think that he was punished for this seemingly eternity because of this horrible, horrendous crime of grave robbing. So that's the first part of my theory. Not crazy enough? I'm just getting started.
You just made that part of the movie make sense.
That's the sane part of the theory. The next part of the theory is, if that's the case, who is the one that punished him for doing this? Well, they give us more clues about that during the course of the movie. He says, oh yeah, he's got this compulsion where he's got to shine shoes, right? So there's more to his curse. But again, I think the key element to it is who is doing this. So he gives us a clue here. He says, the wee people have their magical ways. All right, so he's talking about a diminutive small people. I thought they were leprechauns at the time.
No, the Fae. The leprechaun are part of the Fae.
Wrong. No, I'm just kidding. You're probably right. But what if it's not? What if he's talking about something else? So the wee people. This is a line from Grady that gives us another clue. Burn in hell, you little green bastard. Now, we got little and we got green. You know where I'm headed with this.
Ooh.
That's right. I think they were aliens that were observing what was going on back in the 14th century. And they see this horrible act of the shoemaker who's robbing graves, reselling the shoes. And now look, there's more clues. More clues, you say. You need more information to believe this crazy theory. Well, the director gives us those clues in the character of Ozzy. Ozzy says it came right down out of the sky. This is right taken from the movie. This isn't me making things up. This is right from the movie. It came right down out of the sky. This flying saucer. He's literally telling us the plot right here. We just have to pay attention to it. He says it had these really weird lights, you know? So we got aliens, we got weird lights. It's like magic. I'll get to that in a sec. But where have we seen aliens and weird lights? That's right, the neuralizer from Men in Black. So I think the aliens use this to try to erase Ozzy's memory of having seen the aliens.
That's name out of your mouth.
And I think they messed up Ozzy's brain. I think that is the reason why Ozzy's brain is the way it is because they tried to erase his memory. Now, I'll get to that a bit more. But look, the director is saying, don't believe me? This really happened, Alex. He says it right there in the script. This did happen. So look, technology could seem like magic. Bow and arrow to a Neanderthal could seem like magic. You're killing someone from a distance. A gun to a medieval person seems like more magic. I mean, you don't even see the projectile. It's so quick. So I think the technology that the aliens use to punish this creature is not magic. It's just technology, the same way the memory wipe was going on. Now, things get a little bit crazier from here. I gotta put my tinfoil hat on for this.
Oh dear, I'm gonna get cut by the microwaves.
Yeah, you should have had your hat. I'm sorry, I can't protect you. But look, so you're talking about the aliens, right? Why would they do this? Why would they punish this creature, the leprechaun? Well, we've seen other animals besides humanity show signs of morality. We don't have the only capacity for morality. We see it in primates and other animals. So what's to say the aliens weren't the ones that were actually judging this leprechaun and punishing him? And all of the magic that we see is actually a function of advanced technology that appears like magic to us. He tells us right here, Ozzy, I did a smart thing. You know what, Ozzy? I did too. I believe you, pal. I believe you saw the aliens who came to visit to see what happened when O'Grady stole the coins and transported them away to his house to become rich. So the aliens followed because obviously he took them from Ireland. The aliens followed to see what happened. They found the leprechaun locked in a cage. They didn't want to interfere at that point. The leprechaun was locked away. Everything was fine. The only problem was that this little boy, this poor little Ozzy, saw all this happen. They tried to erase his memory. They messed with his head, and this is the result. I'm with you, Ozzy. I feel you, pal. And that is why aliens cursed the leprechaun, and they effed up Ozzy's brain worse than the real Osby. And that is my theory.
There we go, folks.